All right, awesome guys. It's Aaron. I just want to thank Ethan so much for coming out, taking time out of his day. Likewise, to actually build out this little interview we've got here, just to see how your experience was with us actually kind of went, everything like that. So yeah, Ethan, if you want to start off, introduce us to basically what your company is, how long you've been doing it for, how did everything kind of originate for yourself in terms of how you actually started.
Well, great to be here, guys, and thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about. So for me, rather than going to college or started college
Yeah.
and ditched it, actually,
Oh wow.
I decided to go into construction. It was something that I was always passionate about, and I just, I seized the day and I went after it. And 20 years I've been doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be 20 years this fall that we got into it, and we've been scaling up pretty consistently, and looking to hit a $500,000 benchmark. That's our next benchmark that we're going for, and we're hopeful and we're on track to do that.
Yeah. Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. Just to get started, then, what were some of the challenges, I guess, that you did face when it came to the advertising side of things, actually getting your name out there to build a bit of a reputation for your actual business before we came along?
Right, right. As you guys know, advertising is always a bit of a headache. We used to pump a lot of money into local referrals like Angie List and House and things like that, thinking that that was the way to go. But it just drained our time and our money.
Yeah,
It wasn't a positive way to move forward for us.
yeah. No, I could imagine. Yeah, I've heard some horror stories from Angie's listing. I can imagine that's the same likewise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we kind of change the entire kind of advertising approach and how did that improve
Oh
your
man.
actual, lead generation process, the entirety of that?
Right, right. These other sites just don't have, that couldn't. On those sites, the leads were shared among thousands of other contractors in my area, but provided us with area exclusivity. That was huge.
Yeah.
It made me and my team feel a lot better knowing that we would be the first ones to call and reach the leads, especially when we went out to do estimates.
Mm.
Because, 9 times out of 10, customers would choose us during the first interaction instead of looking for better prices because, we met their exact criteria.
Yeah, no, I can imagine, especially with all the leads being shared, everything like that. You can imagine if you call, for example, let's say the woman is Sally, for example. She's been hit up by 10 other different contractors, everything like that. It's a lot harder to actually go ahead and close those deals, right? Um,
Yeah, absolutely. Sally's been overwhelmed.
yeah,
And those other contractors, they're not quality, it's quantity. You know what
mm,
I mean? And we come with quality product, but it's hard to break through the noise when you're in a sea of noise that's just coming at Sally and not letting her, assess what the quality is with a strong background like we have.
yeah, no, it sounds promising. In comparison to the leads and kind of what Renault actually does, compare that to what you were doing before. How's that kind of different?
Well, Renault has made the whole process automatic. It was pretty
Mm,
much done for us. You guys handled everything from building out our ad creatives, ad copy, offers, to having in-house sales agents
yeah,
call the leads to further qualify them and half sell the
yeah, half
service.
so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. At the end of the sale, we received referrals from the jobs we completed due to the fast communication we had, and throughout the whole process, it was
Yeah.
dynamite. I mean that's why I'm on the call today. I mean I'm a big fan and ready to spread the word.
Yeah, no, I could totally imagine, man. Yeah, when it comes to leveraging the actual wave of AI now and utilizing that, that definitely is the actual future of everything, right? How
Mhm.
has that kind of positively impacted your actual kind of business growth and I guess the acquisition of getting these qualified meetings and everything like that? Because I know, as you mentioned, we're half selling them over the phone.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly changed the way we do our marketing. It's changed our marketing. By using AI, you guys have allowed us to focus on the most qualified leads, and that's the most important thing to us. This has helped us massively, both in project volume and the quality of the appointments, we've landed. So you guys, your strategies have not only grown our business, but our brand presence as well, positioning us, as leaders in our industry. With no doubt, partnering has been a huge factor in our come up and our continued success.
Yeah. Would you say also a part of, that extra brand awareness that's also kind of helped with, whether it's not directly, right now, getting people, through the door, a part of that brand awareness, also, getting people in the long run as well, part of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you've got a name out there and you start to get that word of mouth, I mean, there's nothing like grassroots, advertising. I mean, you can't buy it. That's why they call it
Yeah.
grassroots, right? So it's been huge to get those referrals and get that word of mouth and have the reputation that comes along with it. So, another reason I'm on the call with you guys today.
This is the actual pipeline we've actually kind of built along. The actual goal with this is to build a 6 or 7 figure pipeline in order for these leads to be converted, sell them over the phone, and actually get them in for these in-person estimates. And as you mentioned, it's quite a lot easier, would you say, to actually go ahead and sell these, over the phone essentially.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a strong pipeline. It's proven to be really, really progressive and kind of a game changer for us in a big way. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise, as you can see here, what we've done is, if I'm not mistaken, if you can confirm here as well, was that 240,000 here as well in regards to the
Hmm.
actual quote appointments booked. The actual deals closed is upcoming 500,000 as well, and that's over the past couple of months we've actually been working with you here on this actual pipeline here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just reached that just 3 days ago. Um, as I said before, like even the referrals from the jobs we did, we even get referrals from the jobs we did, which
Mm,
is, I mean, that's a godsend. That's always nice. With this success, our team, we're planning to expand. We're looking to, hire more specialists,
mm,
potentially take on different projects. We're going to expand into kitchen, into bathroom, maybe even patios.
yeah.
But the growth that we've gotten has allowed us to diversify our offer and cater to a wider range of customer needs.
Awesome, Ethan. So honestly, it's been, as we showed the entire pipeline, the actual outcome of everything. It's been amazing just having you on as a client. We've done amazing work together, and yeah, now we're on to just bigger goals, scaling the business even further. Getting a bigger and better team as well. As you mentioned, those sales reps. Getting more project managers, everything kind of on board. What would you kind of say to yourself, perhaps a couple months back when you were perhaps just thinking about going forward with us? What was your kind of thought process then, and how that's kind of changed now?
Yeah, I would say, Ethan, don't be a pussy. I would say, honestly, business is about taking risks.
Hmm.
Big risk, big reward. I mean, that's anything in life, but particularly if you own your own construction, business, and if you want to make waves, so to speak, and you want to be able to stand out from the crowd, and you need something different. Back then, before I started working with you guys, I wasn't happy with the current situation and what I was getting. So, I had to change something in my business to get a better outcome and getting with and the cutting edge technology that you guys are using, paired with the aggressive
Mm.
markets that I am pushing into, or the markets that I'm aggressively pushing into, it's a perfect match, and it's been as you can see by the numbers and the pipeline that you threw up, it's been a really good marriage of smarts and also going by gut instinct. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, and just to say, of course, like any other company such as Angie's, wherever it may be, they can just throw you leads, right? But at the end of the day, it's about how good are they? Are they actually kind of pre-sold on the service? Are they actually interested? And how can we utilize that to definitely kind of look after your kind of business and help you grow? Because what I would say is we're not just another company at the end of the day. It's more of a growth partnership, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Growth partnership. I mean, it's a cornerstone of, the business that we do on a daily basis. So it's become super important. So thanks to you guys.
Well, yeah, thanks, Ethan, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to do this little interview with us and just talk about your experience, and, show the pipeline and basically how well we've done when it comes to actual results, and basically
Yeah,
let
man,
us,
I hope
yeah.
I hope other people, see this and jump on board because
I mean, the results do
there's
the talking.
yeah, results do the talking, and but people need to, they need to take the leap of faith and go for it to get those results. So I hope people do.
Well, thanks, Ethan, so much, and I look forward to continuing on our partnership, doing amazing work, and continue scaling on forwards. Then,
All right, guys, thanks so much. Keep up the
thanks.
good work.